AD carry right now, but Kai'Sa is very fine playing into that. The Rel is very fine playing into the rest of your team. So in terms of draft, I think BLG walk away with a lot of comfort, a lot of power to fight at all points of the game. Karis, you did not want to take that by AD. That's a little scary there. Yeah. Passive's going to get propped from the Aurora.
Taking a bit of turret aggro, sorry, not turret aggro, minion aggro here, but Karis has to flash away, doesn't even bother,
kills him
and just dies.
Knight gets a solo kill for first blood. Karis connects a chain, which leads him to his own shackles of death. Knight.
I thought that was quite good.
Okay, Dragon being contested. BLG already took the grubs. They're looking to contest both early picks. They don't need this. They already got themselves the grubs. They don't need to overpush this. They're doing well enough. And they will give up the contest as the Ezreal ult hits multiple.
And the Alistair's so glad that Skarner, he not that scary into him. Hang on, there's a bit of damage. On in danger.
He's going to die here. Even if he flashes away, I think he does die. Is there going to be a flash follow, Taehyun?
Body block it. Nicely done from Taehyun.
On stage is, and there's a big one for Spin. Going to get a teleport from Knight. He might just be alone here on 1v3.
Fading it.
Yeah, he knows he's dead. He just wants to play it instead.
Yeah, he's going for the wave. And BLG overplaying lanes. We've seen this once or twice before.
Yeah, really.
Kill donated to Taehyun.
I have to say, but the map
successfully.
But the problem is now you've just shown everyone Cube does have flash, does have ult. We'll use that ultimate.
Actually gonna, I think, be able to Drake down step large. Way gets shoved into the wall. There's the Impale app. They're gonna crash on down. Should surely fall here, you would imagine. Between worlds goes Knight, gets the kill onto Cube, does Elk. Now the fight continues. Vampire goes in, double pulverize is solid. WE playing out well. Permafrost comes on through, but a drive into the wall means that they still get Sejuani. Knight goes down, but at what cost? Karis steals the dominance. Going to potentially use it here to try and clear out the wave. Best he can, but gets stunned under the turret there. The Magnet Storm comes on through, and Wei picks up Silas. They kill off the bunny rabbit, but at what damn cost?
And this is the thing, you know, a lot of value. This is a big worry. If Elk gets a lot of gold, Elk is going to do some monstrous things later. His Kai'Sa is one of his very best champions. Lethal Tempo managed to get stacked up here. Big fight, picture-in-picture, has been, once again, caught out in not a great situation. Okay.
Well, it gets a fair amount of damage done with the Eclipse, but can't get to another Q. And goes down regardless. Cashing in about 20 on CS. And all the while, BLG are topside, looking to run at this turret. And so, Bin's death going to be in trade for a lot of plates and that first turret. Karis potentially be forced to burn that stolen between worlds, and will do so.
It's a big ult to be taken away. Karis, that's his best damaging ult here from BLG's team composition. 6 grubs to BLG means that, while again, Bin not really judging the map well, BLG not judging the map well in a number of isolated scenarios now, doesn't always mean the world. Because WE, if they are not lanes, let's push all the lanes and use that 6 grubs and potentially look for a bigger play. Cube doesn't have a flash, and that could be a problem.
Public execution interrupts Ixtal impact. Vampire coming on down. Remember, Vampire doesn't have the ult. Big Weirding gets a huge chunk. Or headbutt into the wall, into the pulverize, denying a lot of this. Wei trying to body block his Monkey, now looking to come on in. Flash over for Winter's Wrath. And the Sejuani passive now onto the Skarner will donate another kill. You have to imagine Vampire secures it with the headbutt.
Really good play from jungle supported WE. They're moving across the map better. They're making sure that the vision kills. That feels good and it looks good. But the tangible advantage from it is actually less than what BLG are doing, farming 3 lanes, pushing turrets at the same time.
It will be.
Knight gets himself a turret here with this. Just we see Karis uses that ultimate, which was just taken from Wei. They're not going to be able to push up for the mid lane as BLG see the Herald going down. They'll know this is going down. It's on a ward there as well. Can they get anything on mid lane? If they get mid lane here, WE are in big trouble.
Taehyun gets shunted into a wall, into the suppression of the Impale. Dies in very short order. Nice gank from Wei.
Yeah, and this is exactly what we're saying. The dopamine from WE feels good, but actually what's the actual result of it? Well, now they've lost 3 turrets. They end up losing that mid lane. The 6 scrubs has kind of become a breaking point now. WE, good early game. I'm definitely a big fan of these roams from jungle support. And said, hey, they'll have a really good mid-game spike. Yeah, they have 2 items on the Kai'Sa. They have 2 items on Eclipse, Shojin, Renekton. Not even going towards something a little bit more tanky with the Sundered Sky or something like that. BLG, very, very happy with their point in the game now. They delay that soul point, and sadly for WE, they can't do what BLG were doing earlier and saying, oh, we'll just play through side lanes and kill these turrets quickly because they have 0 grubs. They might take this out of turret eventually, but because of those no grubs, they can't actually take this on that wave, and it delays them again. BLG can push in the rest of the map.
Oh, man. And the Skarner has just proven to be very problematic again, hasn't it? There's been 1 death on the Skarner, and that was after an attempt. probably just need to wait a little bit on, say, Karis getting a second item, and that might give you something. They're going to try and turn this around. The Impale lands onto Monkey.
It's a Skarner. It's a Skarner.
Storm after. Shoved in the wall his way. Does to back away. Karis looking for an
angle.
It's
a Skarner.
Can't quite get him even with the Ignite. And as Alex says, it is a Skarner. He doesn't die like that. Flash for the Shattering Strike. The 3-man Pulverize means jack fucking all at this point of the game. BLG get 2.
Why do you go onto the level 12 Skarner with Heartsteel? This is a problem for WE. They can't kill him off quickly enough. Atacam will go down, and it's the Ruinous variety. So those 6 grubs become more like 7 and a bit. BLG just got themselves a huge advantage through WE thinking they can kill the tankiest person on the map.
And that answer was decidedly
playing towards Descend and Nirvana. This is not where they want to be.
Ult goes on to the Kai'Sa. That's pretty good. But wait, Way's there. Into the ult from Elk, who manages to Killer Instinct away from the attempted dive. Now Knight coming for an angle. Between worlds he goes. And it's to the other side that Monkey finds themselves. Sejuani dead for 40 seconds. Taeyun backing away fast they can. On mounts up. Goes at full tilt. Lands a Shattering Strike. Onto Taeyun, who just about stays alive this time around. They lose the top side. They lose the bot lane in the form of Vampire. Karis and Taeyun alone stand as BLG counter the attempt on Elk's life with lethal force.
Now, they choose the right target this time, but even then, they can't finish the kill. Barrier, ults, under tower, BLG pouncing quickly. WE have not found good.
An extra level of hypersonic speed to be catching up to what has been a relatively melee-focused or like comp from WE. It's very difficult.
Reset, probably get himself a Void Staff and get himself all tooled up for let's play on some Dragon.
Well, they're not going to be around, and that'll just be a Wampa Wampa. For WE can once again not contest
I really
objective.
apologize for anyone who's not at all invested within the Star Wars franchise and various very, very questionable engages. Here we go.
Right at the back end, looking to go out against Silas, who
that's
pretty scary. They do get the decent ult back and Way. Pretty scary. They're going to turn this one around. Wait, this might be actually a moment for W to come back on in. Dueling like the fates themselves depend on it. They will maul their way to a 1-for-1 right now, but again, it was just too much. Revenge of BLG's Sith as they make sure to punish WE's temerity in stepping on forwards and looking for a play in mid.
Yeah, WE feel like they have an advantage for a second, but Way has a shield and he's safe. Twice the pride, double the fault. WE cannot get themselves a kill because they focus the front line again. They cannot be affording to do this. They need to kill the carries, and yes, they get dopamine onto the front line, but it's not the targets they want. BLG will get themselves the Baron. Does look a little bit like an Exegorth, but this time they will be winning that fight against the giant space worm. Samuel Jackson kind of planted both of those references. Oh man, who gets this purple lightsaber on BLG's team? So BLG walking in towards the base now at this point. 6 grubs, Baron buffed up by the Ruinous Atacam. It's a tough time for WE.
It very much is. It's the dark times for WE indeed, as maybe they need someone to find us farmer across the galaxy as Monkey on the Sejuani forced to back away. Not on one of those dune lizards this time around. It's looking a little bit green at the
coming
top.
to the backline. Does he have an ult to steal? No, he doesn't. The teleport's coming in.
Right.
One last jump to light speed.
Many Bothans died to put down this wall, but Karis in the backside has got to do something. But he's looking a little bit like it's Order 66. They finally pick off the Skarner, so they do get a little bit of value, but it's
that one. I really need a Tauntaun Rider Sejuani because I thought they smelled bad on the outside. Monkey trying to get away from this one, but doesn't have a flash. They might be making a shelter for the night.
And Monkey will go down. They're dead to right. In goes the Magnet Storm onto Cube and Vampire. The front line just not tanky anymore. They'll get a stolen Impale, but I don't think that will matter in the grand scheme at all. Darth invading the base now. There's nothing left to be done. Inhibitors fall. Game's over. This time the Empire wins.
BLG started off with a Han solo kill, and they'll end it off with a hell of a spaceship battle at the end of it. BLG cleanly ending this game. WE had the dopamine. BLG had the substance.
There'll be some few things to pick up in terms of over...